Early this week, the market situation was shaped by speeches provided by financial officials. However, Thursday and Friday are very rich in macroeconomic events. Although the possibility of the key rate cut by the Fed Reserve in 2024 still exists, investors have changed their expectations concerning the time of the first cut. They suppose that it will take place later than anticipated. Notably, every official has emphasized that when taking a key rate decision, the regulator will rely on the current economic situation. Let us find out what events will affect market sentiment later this week. You are watching Traders Calendar. On a Thursday and Friday, traders will focus on business activity reports from Asia, Europe, and the United States. The reports will contain information on the business activity in the manufacturing and services sectors, as well as the data on the composite index. Thus, in Australia, the manufacturing PMI is expected to climb to 50.1 points, thus reaching the expansion area. In April, the indicator was below the 50-point threshold at the level of 49.6 points. That's why meeting forecast could boost both the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar. Japan's manufacturing PMI was also at the level of 49.6 points. However, according to forecast, its target is set at 50.2 points. The previous level was revised downward from 49.9 points. Overall, April marked the 11th consecutive month of declining activity in Japan's manufacturing sector. Therefore, any improvement would strengthen the yen. On Thursday, Germany and the Eurozone will issue their manufacturing PMI reports. Considering that Germany has overtaken Japan as the third largest economy, the manufacturing PMI data could be surprising. Neither the previous figure of 42.5 points nor the expected rise to 44 points could be compared with the Japanese data. However, even the expectations are met, the euro's reaction against the dollar could be neutral or even negative. The fact is that services sector report will also be released at the same time. There, the situation might be quite different. For comparison, in the previous period, the indicator was at 53.2 points, while the forecast suggests an increase to 53.7 points. Sometime later, a new batch of similar reports will be released in the Eurozone. Here, business activity in the manufacturing sector is still in the negative zone. According to the forecast, the indicator will climb only to 46 points. Once the data is issued, the euro is unlikely to gain strong arguments against the US dollar. In addition, in the United States, the manufacturing sector seems to be more active despite a slowdown. Moreover, the previous data was upwardly revised from an initial estimate of 49.9 points to the critical level of 50 points. Analysts expect this positive trend to continue. Thus, US business activity in the manufacturing sector may increase by 1%. If the predictions come true, the US dollar is likely to gain value. Of course, the situation could be influenced by the services sector reports and data on the US labor market. In recent months, weekly reports on the US initial jobless claims have been considerably affecting major currency pairs. According to the Fed Reserve's plan, the US labor market should be cooling down gradually, and this affects wages and further inflation developments. According to estimates, the number of unemployed may surge by 3,000 in the given period. In the event of this, the greenback will nosedive. Wage growth is also an important factor for the Japanese economy. A weak yen has significantly reduced household income. Therefore, higher wages should underpin the future rate hike by the country's central bank. Meanwhile, the regulator expects a decline in inflation. On a Friday, we will find out how these two conflicting trends played out in April. The annual inflation rate in Japan is expected to drop to 2.3% from a 2.7%, thus approaching the central bank's target of 2%, and this could give the regulator some leeway to raise rates. In this case, the yen could start rising, whereas the dollar-yen pair will drop. However, the yen's climb could be halted on the same day, just after the publication of the used durable goods orders. The forecasts are quite modest. Economists foresee a drop to minus 0.5% from a plus 2.6%. If that happens, the greenback will also fall. We will monitor the market reaction to the above-mentioned reports. Subscribe to our channel and follow changes in market sentiment with us. Any comments, questions and offers are welcomed. We wish you profitable trading and see you soon.